Hey guys, I'm just a regular guy with a car, 2010 Mercury Milan. It had a problem with the brakes. This has been an ongoing problem that I've had, and now it's to the point where I'm going to have to do something about it. Let me first of all say that, let me describe the problem. There's a soft brake pedal, and this happens every time I either hit a hard chuck hole or a bump in the road, or maybe a slick spot like rain or ice on the road. The ABS activates, and then after that I have a soft pedal. Now there is a lot of YouTube information about this. I did my own research, and some of the guys that have shown how to replace this ABS system have done a very good, effective job. There's just one thing I really want to point out today, and that is where the location of the ABS controller, because that is the problem. It is not going to be your brake cylinder. It's not going to be your master cylinder, I should say. It's not going to be. There are ways to test the calipers. I did that, and they are fine, and narrowed this down to being the ABS controller. And I do want to say I contacted Ford Motor Company about this, and there is no recall on this. I agree with most everybody on the YouTube channel that this should be a recall. It is a safety hazard when your brakes go out. So anyway, I just want to point out some things. I'm an average guy, I'm not a mechanic, but if you know how to turn some wrenches and you know how to identify a wrench and a screwdriver, I think you'll be able to do this task today. I did call my local dealer here in the city that I live in, and I asked them what it was going to cost to have this ABS controller replaced. They gave me a quote on the phone of $2,400. I thought, man, that's pretty expensive. So I have chosen to go to a local junkyard called Pull Apart. And by the way, they were very professional and treated me very nice there. And I was able to buy this part. It is used, of course, but I was able to purchase it for the price of $74. So it took me about an hour to take it out of the junkyard vehicle. And I'm going to have to be more careful with my own car, of course. So anyway, it may take me a little bit longer, but I think it can be done. So anyway, I want to begin today by first of all showing you what tools that you're going to need, and where the ABS controller is located. This again is on a 2010 Mercury Milan, which is basically the same car as the 2008 Ford Fusion. Alright, let's get started. Here's a list of tools that I would recommend that you take with you, and as I mentioned before, someone else on the YouTube channel did a really good job of telling me what tools to take with me to the junkyard, and when I got there I used every tool and did not lack anything. So let's begin by taking a good pair of mechanics gloves with you so you don't scar your knuckles. I would advise you to take some safety goggles with you because you're going to unloosen some brake lines, and I just wanted to be careful I did not get any spray back, which I did not, but you know, you cannot be too careful. Take a flashlight with you if you go to the junkyard. You know, you don't know what you're going to deal with, what kind of lighting that might be there. You're going to need a ratchet with a long extension to get down to some bolts. I also have another ratchet here, and on this ratchet I have a number 14 Torx. I think you can see it there. It's not 14, I'm sorry. It is a it's a T40. A T40 Torx wrench. And this is what the Torx looks like. And this is going to get down to a close area. I cannot stand some of the engineers at these auto manufacturers because they put a bolt like this that's going to fit this Torx wrench. Torx socket, I should say, way down low, right beside the tensioner on the serpentine belt. So it's going to be close quarters, and I think in my setup today I'm going to be able to get to it, and if not, I'll show you another method. Take a pair of channel locks with you, and then you're going to need these metric sockets. Here's a 10 millimeter, an 11, 13, and I cannot remember. I don't think I'm going to need the 15, but I put it out here. And also, this is going to be a bolt that you're going to remove. It's with the ABS controller, and you can see how it's shaped. You're going to need a number 13 wrench to get that guy out of there, and unless you have a deep well socket. If you have a deep well socket, you'll be fine. Then you're going to need a number 10 metric wrench, and that's going to remove this bolt. And there's the telephone call. Alright, the next thing you're going to need is a number 12 metric wrench, and I laid the 15 out here too. Okay, the ABS controller looks like this, and you'll see this on plenty of the other YouTube channels. The thing that you want to do, the things you want to do is when you locate this on your vehicle, look at the number here that's on your car, and when you get to the junkyard, you want to make sure that you match those numbers, okay, to get the right valve control sensor, excuse me, ABS controller. All right. So this is what my car looks like. It is a 2010 Mercury Milan. Great car. I've not had any issues with this car up till now, and believe it or not, this car has 203,000 miles on it. I keep the oil changed regularly. That is key. Alright, so where is this ABS controller located? Well, it happens to be on the passenger side of the car, and it is located right here. And you can see it's up here toward the front, close to where the headlight mechanism is. Here's the window washer. There's the reservoir for the antifreeze, and that's going to be the first thing that we'll remove here today. So anyway, there are plenty of YouTube videos. I keep mentioning this, but there are plenty of YouTube videos that show you how to remove this. But one thing I saw was lacking is nobody pointed out where this is located. And so on the 2010 Mercury Milan, on the 2008 Ford Fusion, it's going to be located right here. Nice, easy place to get to. I am going to have to work with these air conditioning lines. That's going to be the most critical part, is making sure I don't damage any lines here. Make sure that we don't damage any of the brake lines. And one of the things that was mentioned in one of the videos is make sure that you number these lines so that you know exactly where they go back to the new valve that you're going to put in there. Okay, well, I am not going to go through a step-by-step instruction on how to remove it. There are other videos that do a great job doing that. I just wanted to show you where it's located and what tools that you'll need. So good luck, and we'll talk to you later.